So we're getting ready to deliver this unit for Springfield, Ohio. They're here doing an inspection right now. As I was walking past, I noticed it has a 30 amp Meltric Shore Power. I remembered we haven't done a how-to video on this, so I figured grab the camera, grab the cord, let's plug it in, and let's talk a little bit about it. So to start with, this is one of our options for shore power. This is a 30 amp, single 30 amp Meltric Shore Power. So this is not an auto eject, it's a twist lock shore power, and I'm gonna demonstrate that in a minute. And what's unique about this, you have your plug and your receptacle on the unit, so it's a two-piece system. This is a decontactor style shore power. So what that means is you always want your line to be deactivated or not live or not powered when you're plugging in and out. But in the instance where it is live, when you plug two things, and you may have seen it with like a lamp or an iron or something like that at your home, you plug it in and it arcs. Well, imagine that happening on something that's 30 amp powered all the time, all day long for years on. That arc causes heat and it causes issues with the plug over time. So this decontactor outlet actually minimizes that in two different ways. One, the prongs or the electrical connectors, they're cylindrical and they're spring loaded on the back end of this, which creates a constant tension. So the connection is very consistent and the electricity flow is really good. The other thing is the connection actually happens in what they call an arc chamber. So in the instance where you're plugging in a live plug into an outlet, and it is live and it arcs, it's happening inside a chamber, which mitigates arc flash, number one, which is a safety concern, but two, it also keeps it contained to a very small area, which reduces and mitigates the issue over time. So step number one, if you can, make sure your shore power is deactive, not live, which we've already done with the Meltric. So there's an actual identifying mark on the actual plug itself. It's a little red dot. And so the plug has a red dot on it itself. And you just simply line those two things up. It's really that simple. Red dot on red dot. It goes in about a quarter of the way, and then you quarter turn it, and now it lines up vertically, and you simply push it in. Now, that quick, in that instance, when that spring-loaded push-in happened, that's when the connection would happen. We're deactive, so there was no cause for arcing or anything, and we're good to go. Now, to activate this, there's no power here. We'd want to make sure we come over and activate this system. So, here, simply turn that on. Now we have 30 amps running through the line to the outlet into our electrical system. Really quick thing about the Frazer single 30 amp shore power. This single amp 30 amp shore power is powering everything on the module side. So all of our 12 volt circuits, all of our 120 volt circuits, so our heater, air conditioner, all your charging, so your flashlights, your med vaults, your modems, your cot, your et cetera, et cetera. Everything is live now when this was plugged in and activated. Now to deactivate or to unplug, very simple process. Again, ideally you'd want that to be shut off. I know not every station has the capability of doing that, so for the sake of demonstration, I'm not gonna power it down even though I have the capability of doing that here. I just wanna show you what that looks like. So it's very simple. There's this little black spring-loaded lever on the top. It stands out, it's facing skyward or upwards. You simply push this button and it automatically spring-load ejects that far out. That fast, the electrical, the connection was broken and it happened in 15 milliseconds. So the potential for arc is very minimal. Now you repeat the process. You quarter turn it towards the vehicle and then it just simply unplugs. Again, this is live now, so if you can, shut it off, or if you're spool reel from the ceiling, it'd go up into the ceiling. But you want to be mindful, it's 120 volts, so it's high voltage. You just want to be careful of that kind of electricity and connect or deconnect it when it's de-energized, if at all possible. Also, safety equipment's important. If you have gloves, if you have safety glasses, wear those things if you can. It's just a way to mitigate any kind of injury. It's important to us here at Frazer. But that is the 30 amp Meltric Shore Power. Very common, popular option for us, and I hope that helps.